Welcome to your weekend focus, February the 18th and the 19th, 2023. Well, we'll definitely start to feel the ground shift under our feet a little bit as the energy all changes. Pisces moves signs, the moon moves signs. Plus, we have Mars and Venus talking with Uranus, Saturn, Pluto. We have a lot of energy to talk about today, so stay tuned for all of it. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Absolutely. Now we start with the 18 energy, and the 18 energy is about the inner child, the inner balance we feel, that sense of security, that sense of safety, that sense of balance, that sense of having control over things or keeping everything together, or all your ducks are in a row, bringing in that harmony, that sense of well-being. 1 plus 8 is a 9. So it's about completions, endings. We know that the new moon will be on Monday, right? So it's a couple more days of full moon energy to release, to let go, to heal from things, to put a sense of completion on things, to get things in order. If we do the daily numerology, it is the same. 2 plus 9 plus 7 is an 18. 1 plus 8 is a 9. If we move to the Sunday, we have February the 19th. The 19 energy is about, it's about the independence. It's about you. It's about realizing your worth, your value, your worth, and really stepping into it and expecting really wonderful things to happen on your path, an expansion of your path, an elevation of your path, a brand new path, bringing you towards successes, happiness, joy. 1 plus 9 is a 10. 10 is a lucky number, so there could be a little bit of magic included into today, absolutely. And 1 plus 0 is a 1, so that's the independent, the trailblazer. We want to go forward. We want to create new experiences and new successes on which to celebrate. We have, and then 2 plus 1 plus 7 is a 10 energy. So the 19 only shows up for the Sunday, but we do have that double whammy still of the energy, of the intense energy of the 10 and the 1. The new beginnings, the new starts, new chapters and seasons coming into our life. And we know that that's happening because we know the new moon is coming about. So the numerology is just setting us up for great successes. We have the sun in Aquarius till about supper time on Saturday, and then the sun will move into Pisces. So happy birthday, Pisceans. And I believe we left Saturday with the moon in Capricorn, but when we wake up, the moon will be in Aquarius. I think it's like the stroke of midnight or something, it moves over once again. So the moon enters Aquarius, so we will wake up to the Aquarian moon. So sun in Aquarius, moon in Aquarius. The sun is talking to Uranus in the sky, so we have a desire for fun, for excitement. We may be a little bit more spontaneous. We may want to take that risk that normally we wouldn't take on ourselves. Venus is talking to Saturn, so we have that increased need for companionship. Okay, if you're in a relationship, then we want reassurance that they love us in some way, or more of a commitment, or a show of commitment. And if we are dating, we are not going to be interested in the one night stands whatsoever. We want to merge souls with another under this kind of energy. Absolutely. Of course, the sun moves into Pisces midday on Saturday. So we do start with the sun in Aquarius, but we definitely don't end the weekend or even Saturday with the sun in Aquarius, and it shifts over to Pisces. Now, we're less motivated to do than we are to feel, to dream. And our feelings, our thoughts, our dreams are strong, and that's the thing that really motivates us and moves us. And prosperity will flow, okay? If you want to really utilize the sun in Pisces the best, just being kind, helping another, being of service to someone, connecting our heart centers together. That is where we build the prosperity. That is where we build the abundance in our life. On Sunday, I think Venus and Pluto are talking in the sky actually, and that only increases our feelings of love. It takes us to a very intense level. It should be a very beautiful kind of energy too. It should be something that we can embrace, and we want to feel connected. We feel connected. We're very sensitive to the emotions of others and their love towards us as we are trying to express our love. So it's very intense. So when I said Valentine's Day was really for the whole week, I wasn't kidding. Because as we end the week, and I hope your Valentine's Day went well if you had plans. I'm sure it did, unless you allowed competition in of some sort. But now we end the week. We come back to those relationships, or maybe it's a brand new relationship. Maybe that Valentine's date did not work out and you're meeting somebody new and exciting. But we want the depth. We want we want the depth. We want the connection. We want to merge our souls with another under this energy. And it gets more intense as the weekend moves on. Okay, let's get to the cards. Okay, our shadow energy is the Seven of Pentacles. Where is your focus, and where does your focus need to be? Okay, so we want to keep maybe we'll be taken away in our relationships a little bit more, but we really do need to keep front and center our dreams, our desires, and not to just have them, dreams and desires, because we are having the sun move into Pisces. It's more about dreaming it than doing it, and we have to do it as well. But the underlying energy is we are making that commitment. We are giving our dreams focus, our path forward focus. Our first card is the Knight of Cups. This is the knight in shining armor. He's not wearing armor. He doesn't have any weapons. He has a cup there, but it looks more like a wine glass to me. I would assume that he's got a saddlebag filled with goodies to eat, and he's going to take us on a small, beautiful, romantic adventure. Or maybe we're doing that for someone else. Maybe we are creating that, or somebody is creating that for us this weekend. But it's definitely the energy of the weekend of growing that commitment to each other, to taking a relationship deeper and more loving, and putting more reassurance that we've got each other's backs. We're there to support each other. We love each other. We respect each other. We have the Four of Swords. Whenever a new moon or a full moon comes around, we can get very tired. We can get very out of energy completely. And that's quite natural, quite normal. It may not affect you that way, but for many of us, it does. Either it's a full moon or a new moon. So we do have the Four of Swords here as our second card, which tells me if you're tired, rest, okay? You're only going to make matters worse. Trust me, when your body needs a break and you don't take it repeatedly, your body will take matters into its own hands and shut something down. So you have to let in a virus, whatever, because you need the rest. You need to recoup. You need to recharge. And we are in full moon energy. So all the more reason to reboot ourselves, to recharge ourselves, to take off our armor, to hang up our weapons, and just to lay in quiet, in peace, and heal perhaps. And prepare ourselves for the energy that we want to have going forward in the new moon energy. We have the Four of Wands, so 2 4s, The Four of Wands is, it's the marriage card within the tarot deck, but it's about marriages, it's about partnerships, and it's about celebrating your successes together. So this could definitely be a relationship, and maybe this is what's happening in your life. This could be very literal, although we're doing a collective reading, so I have to expand on the meaning of the card. I would think we're not all expanding in a relationship, a love relationship at that, but anybody you partner with, anybody who's part of your clan, your close tribe, the people, your confidants, your best friend, your lover, your spouse. It could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be an aunt, an uncle, family. But it's about celebrating those little accomplishments that you do have in life. How you bring things together, how you work through things, how you create joy in each other's lives, or maybe each other's families' lives, or maybe within the office, but whatever it is. But it's about celebrating who you are and realizing that maybe you have a long way to go within this relationship and it's just the start, but there's no reason not to celebrate those little moments as much as those big fantastic moments of life. We have the Four of Pentacles. So, we got three fours here on the board. So, very much about our home, our family. So, I could see relationships being a very, very strong part of this weekend for us. Also, our home, our family, but our sense of security, our sense of well being. And that's really the 18 energy coming through as well. Four of Pentacles is about releasing, letting go. And we're determined not to let it go. It's like we have a fear that if we don't have it, it's like riding a bike for the first time. And then your parent says to you, okay, we're going to remove the training wheels now. And you are like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Okay, so this is kind of the energy, and you hold on to those training wheels, and pretty soon the kids are mocking you because it's like, you still have your training wheels on. But we don't want to let them go because it's a safety net, it's a security. It makes us feel safe. It keeps us comfortable. And usually when we're very comfortable, we're also very stagnant. So just throwing that out there. And so it could be releasing something. It could be leaving a job, going after a new promotion or a new career path altogether, and leaving friends and family behind. Or it could be moving to a new environment, a new city, a new town, a new continent. And not wanting to let those parts of our, when we're holding back from doing it, we don't want to do it. We don't want to move. We know what to expect in the here and now. If we change things up, we won't know. It'll be unknown to us. And that creates anxieties and fears in us. Now we have a new moon energy, so it's a little bit more that we are being supported in any kind of new ventures or taking a risk on ourselves or being a little bit more spontaneous. I mean, that's even with Mars and Uranus talking up in the sky, right? Of letting go, of releasing. And the Six of Cups is our last card. The Six of Cups is about, well, we're back to the 18 energy again for sure. And, with all this love in the sky, with Venus talking to Saturn and Venus talking to Pluto in very harmonious ways, and then we got Mars in there as well, pushing us. This is about pushing ourselves. This is about loving ourselves enough. This is about seeing our worth, understanding what we are deserving of, and going after our dreams in such a way. This is where we were told we couldn't, we shouldn't, we mustn't. Maybe you were the child that was always told to be seen and not heard, or go to your room, or you'll never amount to much. And so we start to fit into the description of what they gave us of who we are. We took it as gospel instead of an opinion. And it could even be, your spouse says, you want to try what? You crazy? And you get mocked in some way. And we all want to fit in. We all want to belong. We all want to be loved. So that's where the fear, that's where the true anxiety starts to come out, okay? And here is an angel telling you it was meant for you. It was in your thoughts because it was meant for you. Trust me, if it's not in your thoughts, it's not meant for you. But if it's in your thoughts, there's a part of that path that is awaiting you. You're supposed to walk it. You're being drawn towards it for a reason. It's in your thoughts for a reason. It's like, I've never ever wanted to fly a plane, and that's never really become a thing in my life where I've thought, well, maybe today I'll learn how to fly a plane. it doesn't interest me. Where somebody else, they work half their life just to get to that plateau of being a pilot and flying in a plane, or maybe flying to the moon, or to where we're going now these days, Mars. But it's about believing in yourself and knowing that you are worthy and knowing that you are deserving, and taking a risk on yourself and believing in yourself enough to step into a new idea, a new thought, a new way of doing or being or becoming. And the energy is truly supporting us. Now, are we stepping? No, we're not stepping. We don't have the new moon yet. So we want to release. We want to let go. We want to make sure that when we take that step, there is nothing holding us back. There's nothing weighing us down. Okay, we'll get a mantra card here. Okay, the peacock, raise your standards. I kid you not. It's about knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are deserving, and raising your standards and not settling for second best, because you deserve better than second best. Did you hear me? You deserve better than second best. They say, why you? And I say, why not you? Okay, so I'll hold the card up. These cards are so fantastic when you start looking at it, because there's pictures inside the pictures and things appear where you didn't think there was anything. So I'll let you meditate on that while I read about the peacock. The peacock is possibly one of the most beautiful creatures of the world's animal kingdom. It's believed to be the most virtuous and embodies the admired characteristics of integrity and loyalty. So be the peacock. Embody qualities important for friendship and family unity. Be encouraging, selfless, enrich the lives of everyone you meet. The peacock is also a very protective of its young and will provide for and protect them under any circumstances. This card can also be seen as an indicator to better yourself, to raise your standards, and be more like the peacock. The mantra is, I love and care for everyone I know. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of care, there's a lot of wanting to show, reassuring that our love is there and it's strong, and we want that same reassurance back within our relationships throughout the weekend. And we'll get an animal card. And we have the eagle, mastery. The eagle. If you guys could just bring that in nice and clear for me, please. Thank you. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So you are on a spiritual journey. You definitely are. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. So let go of the past, and that's really the key. One of the key messages for this weekend is to let go of the past, to leave it in the past, to not allow it to anchor onto you, to slow you down, to make your movement slower or sloth-like. You are guided by the winds of spirit, so go with the flow, follow your intuition and your sage wisdom. Your wisdom inspires the world. Your sage wisdom. Your wisdom inspires the world. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.